Good evening, class.
Good evening.
Welcome to this new class for this moment. I would like us to recap from what we learned in our lesson. Does anyone remember what our lesson entailed last time?
It's about
Weeds. Yes. Yes. Anything else?
Economic importance of weeds.
Okay. So I'm glad you all remember that. And before we tackle the day's activities for the day, I have some specimen here. I would like you to look at them carefully, at least try examining them, and we will come back to them. You can pass them as the class goes
from
on.
right to left.
Yeah. Just examine them slowly as you pass through the rest of the colleagues. And today we're going to look at the methods of controlling weeds. We looked at the economic importance of weeds and we realized that there are so many. Okay. Because of the commotion, can we do this maybe at the end of the lesson?
Okay.
Kindly. Okay, thank you. So last session, we were looking at weeds. We tried to see the economic importance of weeds, and we realized that in as much as weeds could be beneficial, their disadvantages outweigh the advantages. So we have to control them to ensure that our productivity is right, we get good quality produce and good quantity produce, and then we also cut on our cost of production. So today we want to look at how to control weeds. Maybe you will tell me, how do you control weeds on the farms at home? Uprooting, yes.
Use of chemicals.
Use of chemicals. Kupalilia. Slashing.
Planting cover crops.
Anything else? Okay. I know for most of us use those methods and many more others. So in these methods, they are categorized. We have, like, you see the way cover cropping is more of a cultural method. And then you say use of chemical. That is chemical methods. We fall under the chemical methods of weed control. And then there are biological methods of weed control. And then we also have the mechanical methods of weed control. That is including kupalilia, which is weeding, and then the uprooting, like the manual removal of the weeds by hand. So today we're going to measure on cultural methods of weed control. And on that, maybe we can begin by the cover cropping she talked about. You see, when you plant cover crops, for instance, beans or sweet potatoes, there's a way in which they cover the soil, so they inhibit other crops from emerging. So once they cover the soil, the weeds will not have a chance to pass through to overcome the sweet potato, so they will be controlled. Okay? Yes, and then there's mulching. And in mulching, you can either have organic mulch or synthetic mulch. And mulching means you apply either vegetative cover, that organic mulch, or the synthetic mulch opportunity in the flow of the vegetation. Let's say, for instance, you've planted kales. Between the rows and between the plants, that space that is open, you cover it up so that they will suppress the mulching material suppresses the emergence of weeds.
Yes.
And then there's also a part of timely planting. In timely planting, you ensure that you time the planting season to be early enough so that by the time the weeds are emerging, the intended crop, let's say for instance it's maize, the intended crop has already grown, such that by the time the weeds start growing, there will be a reduced competition between the crop, the intended crop, and the weeds. Okay?
Yes.
Yes, and then there's also part of using clean planting material. And in this case, you know, the weeds, the seeds of the weeds are tiny and they're lighter and they're easy to spread. So you ensure that in as much as those seeds of weeds they interfere with the quality of the produce, cutting them within the seed or that produce and replanting it will mean you are replanting the seed and you're also replanting the weeds. So ensuring that you have clean planting materials will help you to avoid replanting the weeds. So, and then there's also a part of preparing, ensuring that your seedbed is well prepared. You see the way you clear the land and you make sure that once you've removed the weeds, they are dried enough before you redo the second tillage and such, so that by the time you're planting, all the weeds have been uprooted and they're dried up and they have been even incorporated into the soil. So it will help to ensure that they are dry, they are fully destroyed. By the time you're planting, your seedbed is clear. So and then sometimes we also burn. You can just burn, clear the land, clear all the weeds. And then you also control graze. Yeah, because we say weeds can also be a source of pasture. So you can decide to just release your cows or goats, they go graze and they clear all the weeds. Yeah. It's easy, it's economical, it's fast. And then they will also drop there the manure and then the soil. Yeah, what is hard to control? No, in this case, you're doing it during plant preparation, but before the planting. So you release them, just release. And then the land is bare, maybe it's just the weeds, and you want to clear it. So you incorporate and you have better plan. So, are the points clear?
Yes.
Have we gotten something? Yes. Okay, so those are the cultural methods of weed control. And even as we conclude our lesson, before we leave, I want you to take a minute and over these papers, just take a minute and in short, in a few sentences, just indicate what have you learned from today's class. Just write something. Without even consulting the notes or anything, just mention something you've learned from today's lesson. And when you're done, say done. Then you can conclude. Okay. Now that we're done, I'll just like to check them so that I'll assess myself and see the gauge your understanding of the topic and see whether there's any way we can go through again or whether you have clearly understood it. And now as we finish up, these weeds, yes, we said we will come back to them. So I want you to pass them across and let everyone have a feel, have a look. And even as a form of your assignment, I would like you, as you go back, you try finding out on the names of the weeds. And if you find any challenge identifying them, you can consult each other or you can come back consult in the next session. Do you have any question?
No question.
Okay, thank you so much.